Hello everybody and welcome back to Storm Chasing yet again. It is July 3rd, 2025. I did a video earlier today of those pop-up thunderstorms, and if you watched that video I was talking about a main line of storms. Well, it is about almost here. This storm has the biggest, best base I have seen this year. I don't know if it beats anything from last year. In 2024, I don't remember all of the, look at that, Connor.
Whoa.
That thing is so ridiculous.
When are the storms supposed to get here?
It's supposed to start storming here in about an hour, but I mean, you can already clearly see it. We are actually in a severe thunderstorm warning right now. The first one of the year. It took until July 3rd, which is kind of late, but I mean, it is what it is.
We got one.
Yeah. We're in a severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-an-hour winds and penny-sized hail, which is 0.75-inch diameter. They did say in some spots of the storm could be up to golf ball-sized hail, which is 1.75 inches. That could damage a car. And for New England, that's very rare. Almost 2 inch in diameter. And I'm about to turn around the camera here, and I'm about to show you this base, because this thing is just... I was waiting for the sun to set behind it. Look at that. All right, here we go. There it is.
Whoa.
That is crazy. It goes...
Am I in your way?
No, you're good. It starts here, and it goes all the way around that way. That thing is crazy. It's kind of that... It's coming in... I wish it was coming in straight instead of kind of that way so we can get a better look at it, but I mean, it is what... I mean, still though, like, look at this thing. Can I even get this, like, in one frame?
Oh.
Look at that. There we go. Watch out, Connor.
Sorry.
That is insane.
Look at
That is definitely the best base we have seen
definitely this year.
in 2025.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hopefully we get a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, it's
only July. It's only July.
It's
3rd.
July 3rd. We've had storm chasing videos every single day in July. Tomorrow is July 4th, so happy 4th of July to everybody watching this. I don't see any storms, though I did say that July 2nd, and we did. So,
you never know.
anything is possible in your most active month of severe weather. So, I mean, I knew we were going to get storms today. I'm actually going to walk south to see if we can get a better angle of this thing so we can see farther into the storm, because this thing is severe one. Like I said, 60-mile-an-hour winds, penny-sized hail, a lot of lightning on it. Haven't seen any lightning, haven't heard any thunder from this, so it's still far away. But, I mean, even though of how far away it is, it's massive. Like, it's absolutely insane. The actual storm will be here in about an hour. So I'm going to try to make another storm chasing video when it gets a little bit closer, at a safe distance. So maybe I will try to make another video maybe 20-30 minutes before it starts raining here. Because, I mean, we're about an hour to an hour and a half away from this thing getting here. But I'm going to make my way south. This thing is ridiculous. This is crazy. This is... I mean, we've seen these kind of bases before. I mean, that's still the base. Like, that's how big it is. Like, that's the start of it. And there's another, like... the line is kind of weird. Because earlier, when I was storm chasing those little pop-up thunderstorms earlier today, it was just one giant big line. This part, the base that you just saw, that is that's part of the line, but it's kind of moving a little bit faster than the other parts of the line. So the other part of the line that's not that base, there's more behind it. So maybe there could be 2 rounds. But the second round will definitely be at night. So I won't be able to chase that. But I definitely will be able to chase that. Look at behind you, Connor.
Whoa.
This thing...
Dang.
is huge. Look at that.
Yeah, no kidding.
That is the storm.
This is our biggest one, right?
This is the biggest storm of 2025. I'm gonna make my way down the road here, and we are gonna get okay. This view is definitely gonna be better than what we just showed you. Oh my goodness, this might be. I remember back in April, I think it was this year. I don't know if you remember this, but the first storm chasing video of 2025. That structure was one of the best I've ever seen in the spring. Yeah, because the first day of spring is March 20th. It was like 2 weeks after the first day of spring, and we had this like crazy structure. I don't know. I don't think it was severe one, but it was a storm nonetheless. But this This is, I don't even know if I can call it classic because of how big it is. But these are the type of bases you would usually see in the summertime. But I don't remember seeing anything this big. Look at how dark it is. Look at how big the storm is. It starts there and it's still going. Hold on, let me get all the way to this dead end here on the road to show you guys. That's still the storm. See, you can kind of see the difference.
What about ahead of us?
That's the blue sky. What do you mean ahead of us? What direction?
All these clouds over here.
Nah, that's nothing.
Okay.
I haven't heard any thunder yet. You know, I'm kind of surprised.
I thought I heard some rumbles earlier.
Well, that was the storms that we chased earlier.
Oh.
I did hear 2 rumbles of thunder earlier today, but that was what the storms before the main line. This is the main line. Wow. Wow, this thing is moving kind of fast. It's already almost over our heads. There it is right there. There is your base. And it still goes all the way back there. It doesn't even end. That's how big the storm is. So this is the beginning of the base. So it's almost overhead. So the storm is almost here. This is a severe warning storm. Here's the start of the base. And it still goes. It doesn't stop. Like, now, from this vantage point, you will not see lightning. Because I don't see the main core of the storm. The main core of the storm, when you can see it with your regular eyes, you would see like puffy clouds inside the base, which you guys probably seen before in some of these storm chasing videos. I don't see that right now. So I don't think we will see lightning from this. We might hear thunder. I haven't heard thunder. Kind of surprised, but there is I can't even get this base in one frame. This is as far south as I can go because the road turns that way and the view is going to get blocked by trees and you won't be able to see it. So this is the best view that we're going to get. I mean, this thing is so... I mean, look at how big it is. Like, can I even get... Watch out, Connor. I can't even get it in one frame because there's the beginning of it and it goes all the way behind the tree line, all the way up there. That is insane. So I think I'm going to head back in and wait another 30, 45 minutes. I don't know exactly how long because earlier this thing was moving kind of slow. From what I'm seeing with the base, it's moving pretty fast because at the beginning of this video, the base was a little bit further and I can already tell it's closer to me. Closer to overhead, I should say. So I'm going to head in, wait another 30 minutes because I want to try to storm chase the core of the storm where you would see the puffy clouds inside the base. That is the part I want to chase. That is like going to be like, I mean, the base is like really cool. I mean, this is a really cool view. Like, but I'm talking about the core of the storm. Like that is where you could see lightning, get lightning on camera. Like that's where it could get really crazy. But I'm going to try to do it. It's very difficult because not like you also have to get lucky to try to find the core of the storm because sometimes that was thunder. Okay, that was the first rumble of thunder I heard from this storm. It wasn't that loud. I don't think you guys heard it, but I heard it and Connor heard it. It was really quiet.
You could hear the little
it was like it was a tiny little rumble. I don't think the camera picked that up.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. But I just heard thunder. That was the first rumble of thunder I have heard from this storm. There is a little puffy cloud there, but that doesn't look like the core of the storm. That's just one tiny puffy cloud. I don't see anything impressive with the core of the storm as of now. But what I was trying to say when I got interrupted by thunder, it's kind of hard to see the actual core of the storm with the puffy clouds because sometimes when a storm's coming at you, the main core of it could be rain wrapped, which means rain is covering that area of what you're trying to see. And if that happens, you can't see anything, so you won't even see it. That might be the core of the storm right there, actually. But I don't know if that fully is it, because that is a very, if that is the core of the storm, that is a very thin core. I'll tell you that. But it's not even, I don't think it is, because it's not, it's too far left of the main, from where the actual like main part of the base is. But it could be another developing storm next to the main line that it could be combining into, here, let me show you what I'm looking at. I'm talking about this right here. You see these puffy clouds? This is what you would want to see inside the base. That's where you would see the core of the storm. But that is a little bit far. That might be a new storm forming into the main line. Because sometimes when you get a big line of storms, a storm would pop up in front of it and then congeal into the big thunderstorm. That's probably what that is. I don't think that's actually the core of the storm, because the core of the, you would see puffy clouds in the core of the storm in the middle of the base, not to the left of it. Because over here, that is where you would want to see it if you're trying to find the core of the storm. But it is way too far to my left. So I don't think that's it. That's just probably another thunderstorm forming. But I'm going to head back inside and wait another 30 minutes to an hour. And I'm going to try. I can't promise anything, because trying to find the core of the storm is much harder than you think. Everything has to be perfect. And my timing has to be perfect, because I also have to do, I have to do it at a safe distance too, because when I'm chasing, if you want a storm chase, anyone watching this, if you want a storm chase, the number one thing is, from safety reasons, if you want to try to, chase the core of the storm, that is risky, because that is where the lightning would come from. That is where your main lightning would come from. And again, you would want to do it at a safe distance, because lightning can be anywhere. Then again, I don't see the core of the storm. I showed you that puffy cloud, but that's got to be another storm forming into the big one. Because, look at this. Even half of, because this is what I'm talking about, half of it is not even in the base. So this has to be just a tiny little thunderstorm forming just outside the big one that's about to congeal itself into the big thunderstorm, if that makes sense. That's what that probably is. And you're not going to see lightning from that, because it's very tiny. So, yeah. I just wanted to come out here because that base was insane. That base was gigantic.
Is that still it?
That's the start of it right there. Because then you have blue. Look at the difference. The blue sky and then over
blue
there.
Sky and then that.
Yeah, that's the base of the severe thunderstorm. So, yep, like I said, I'm going to wait 30 minutes to an hour and try to find the core of the storm from a safe distance. If I can, I'll make another video. If not, I'll probably still make another video and see what we get out of it. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, everybody.